Jain everyone. The most common question I'm asked is that, ma'am, how does one develop officer like qualities? That is the OLQs which are required for the SSB, the Services Selection Board. So let me tell you one thing. If you are a candidate who has either 3 years to prepare for your SSB or even as less as 6 months, then this video is for you. First and foremost, it's very important for us to understand that there is no checklist as such which will help me develop OLQs. Basically, it's a journey to be taken by everyone individually. Now, important for us to know is that OLQ is something that you cannot mug up. You don't require mugged up answer, you don't require coaching answers, but you require personality development because the assessors look for your potential, the existing potential जो आप लोगों में है उसको आइडेंटिफाई किया जाता है whether you are capable of becoming an effective military leader. So, if you are someone, again, I'm saying, who wants to develop OLQs, this video is for you. It's a longer video. And this video I have divided into 5 phases. In first phase, I will tell you all that what are OLQs. I have written down everything over here. So, you will find me looking down and explaining. First, I will talk about what OLQs we have and what are they. Second, we focus on a 3D model, that what exactly are the steps required for you starting from gaining knowledge till the time you have a reflection so that that OLQ is developed in you. Third, we speak about the timeline. As I said, some may have 6 months or some may have 3 years. So I will give every candidate over here a exact flow chart of what is to be done for 6 months, 1 year, and 3 years. 3 years, let's say it's a long term management, 1 year is a mid term management, and the focused approach that one must have, that is in the 6 months. The fourth thing, what I'll talk about is how to develop individual OLQ, because you all know we have 15 of them. How to develop each one of them, what are the activities that one candidate must do, and the last one is how to develop it as per your entry, because we know we have technical entries, naval entries, AFCAT, CDS, NDA. So depending upon that, how can I individually develop that OLQ? Okay, so let's begin. First and foremost, let me tell you that we have 15 OLQs, and these OLQs are distinguished, or I would say separated into 4 factors. The first factor is planning and organization. Now, in that, you will have OLQs like your effective intelligence, your reasoning ability, your power of expression, and your organizing ability. Second comes your social adjustment, how I am behaving or adjusting in my society as a general. So, your cooperation, sense of responsibility, and your social adaptability comes under this factor. Number 3 is how socially effective I am. I am a person who's adaptable, but am I effective in a social environment? Now that is checked. So that is factor 3, and under that you have your initiative, self confidence, the speed of decision, your ability to influence the group, your effectiveness, and your liveliness. Number 4 are the dynamic qualities, where your courage, your determination, and your stamina falls under. That was the fourth factor. Now, the most important truth for all of us here to know is that every question that is asked to you in your entire SSB, be it your psychological test, your GTO task, or your interviewing officer, or for that matter, even in the conference, is like a different window into the same personality. Like my personality is the same. They will ask the same question to me. The words might be different, but what they are assessing is the same personality, which is me, but through 3 to 4 different I would say platforms, that is the psychological test, your GTO, and as well as your interviewing officer, and in the conference or so, if at all they have a doubt whether the candidate is consistent or not. And the main thing what they see is not your knowledge. This is again not a knowledge examination. What they see over here, and very important thing is that, are you consistent in your answers in all the different tests? Whether you have the same kind of attitude, same kind of outlook, same kind of an answers everywhere, and you're not changing them. That's what is the most important thing, and it is looked after. Now let me come to the part 2 where I spoke about a 3D model. Now, what is this 3D model? Firstly, to develop any OLQ, the first thing I must have is knowledge. Knowledge of a specific subject, knowledge of my environment, situational awareness. जो हमें हमारे अवति भवती हमारे अगल बगल है, जो हमारे बुक्स में है, जो हमारे लोगों से हमको मिल रही है, जो हमारे सिचुएशंस से है, that knowledge. Now that knowledge will give me an experience. Once I gain knowledge, the knowledge comes as an experience to me. एक्सपीरियंस के बाद उस पे आता है रिफ्लेक्शन. मैंने एक्सपीरियंस तो ले लिया, बट उस एक्सपीरियंस का मैं करूँगी क्या इफ़ आई एम नॉट रिफ्लेक्टिंग ऑन इट. For example, just let me give you a small example. You have a kind of a sports event in your school or in your college. Now, if somebody has given you the opportunity to organize it, so now if you have to organize a sports event, you may get you may gain all the knowledge from your peers, from your teachers, from your books, from your surroundings. Okay, now that knowledge will give you an experience when you are planning for the tournament. When you are planning for the tournament, you may feel there are certain things which are working, certain things which are not working. So जब आप experience ले लोगे, उसके बाद आप reflect करोगे. Okay, last time XYZ things have happened, and that is why certain of our tasks were delayed or certain of our tasks went wrong. There is a reflection. You start reflecting upon your experience. After that comes a habit. That means last time so and so things had happened, I did not maybe give a right time for the sports people to come to the tournament, and that is why everything was delayed. So what I will do, I will put it in an habit to always inform on time or to meet my deadlines. This is just a simple example. You can take any example of your personal life as well. Just like as small as I do not wake up early, for example. Now that's an that's a feedback that you get from your parents, that I don't wake up early, and after that you get an experience out of it. If I don't wake up early, what all happens? I go late for school, I go late for classes, I am late and delayed in my studies. Then you keep reflecting upon it. Why? Because of all these things, somewhere or the other, your daily life, your exam, your marks are affected. Then what you will do, you will improve and implement into an habit. That means I'll wake up on time, I'll sleep early. These are simple example, students, just to make you understand. And once your habit is formed, either of waking up early, next of meeting your deadlines, the two examples that I gave you, and then comes your personality. आपके कोई लाइफ इवेंट्स एक्सपीरियंसेस से आपकी एक पर्सनालिटी बनेगी, बिकॉज आपने एक हैबिट फॉर्म किया, और हैबिट फॉर्म करने के लिए आपने पहले रिफ्लेक्शन किया कि कौन सी चीज़ सही हो रही है और कौन सी चीज़ गलत हो रही है. तो ये होता है एक 3D मॉडल, जिसको आपको पता चलता है कि हाउ एम आई डेवलपिंग माई पर्सनैलिटी. इट इज़ एवरीडे सिचुएशंस, everyday experiences that I go through. I reflect on it, I form an habit, and my habit forms my personality. Okay, now let's move up to part 3. Now, as I said earlier, this video is for everyone. A person who has 3 years to prepare, let's say our our NDA aspirants over here, or somebody who is maybe working, who is already in college and has not prepared earlier, has maybe 1 year. And see a person who's almost at the verge of going for SSB and has 6 months. So the third module which I am talking about, the third part, in this I am speaking about the timeline. For example, if I have 3 years, how do I prepare 1 year and 6 months? So let's begin over here, okay? Now the 3-year plan. Now these are specifically for people who have lots of time. Say students who are preparing for NDA, students who are in standard 10th, or even the first year college student who have to complete their graduation and give their SSB. Now this is for them. Now because you have a lot of time in your hand, what I have done is I have divided into 7 phases. This is as per me, what are the different 7 phases you need to develop to have a personality which is giving you the exact OLQs that you require for SSB. So number 1, the first foundation or the first phase I talk about is the physical foundation. Now physical foundation कैसे develop होता है? You may go into sports, you may go into NCC, you may go into extracurricular activities, or you have a basic habit of going and playing along with your friends after your school and college, or just going for swimming, going for badminton, skating, learning different things. वो आपसे एक physical foundation देता है, मतलब you have a habit of putting yourself into a physical strain in physical development. Okay. Second comes my intellectual foundation. Intellectual is what? How do I develop my brain? Okay. And अगर आपने intellectually आपका जो phase 2 है वो डेवलप किया, उससे क्या क्या मिलेगा? आपका इफेक्टिव इंटेलिजेंस, आपका पावर ऑफ एक्सप्रेशंस, ये OLQs आपके डेवलप होंगे. आपकी सेंस ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भी आएगी इसके साथ साथ. सो व्हेन यू हैव टू डेवलप योर इंटेलेक्चुअल पार्ट, all you have to do is be aware of your surrounding. Number one, you need to read, you need to go through videos, you need to read articles in the newspaper, you can read books of current affairs. You need to be aware of yourself, aware of your surrounding, aware of your school, colleges, and everything happening in the world, and aware of the profession that you are going in. That will help you develop your intellectual level. Now third is communication. Communication, how do you develop? By talking to people. All of people say, many people say that you need to stand in front of the mirror and do it. Well, you can do that, but that's just stage 1. You need to get out of your cocoon, move out and talk to people. Maybe participate in GD, participate in public speaking outside, become a volunteer somewhere where you are supposed to speak and communicate your ideas to others. Participate in sports, because sports actually creates a very healthy environment where you're speaking to one another, you're communicating, clear directions and clarity आपके वहाँ पे आती है. So you can do all of these activities to develop your communication. Let me tell you, communication is not only developed by talking to each other, but it is also developed by running on ground. So if you are doing something on ground also, you are communicating. So आपका communication है वो एक आपका foundation होता है जो आपको develop करना है. Number 4 is leadership. If you are developing leadership, you will definitely develop a sense of responsibility. Now, how does this leadership come? You need to become a part of a team. You need to volunteer. You need to take initiative. And you need to stand up for everyone. Just for example, I become a college representative, or say my class representative. When I am representing my people, when I am taking their problems to a higher authority, speaking on their behalf, standing up for them, that's how your leadership is developed. You can very well do it at home also, taking responsibility, taking care of your siblings, helping your parents. These are the small things how you will develop leadership. Now phase 5 I'll speak about is adventure. Now, if you participate in adventure, some people like trekking, some people like maybe bungee jumping, और some people like to go for skiing, किसी को surfing पसंद होता है, boxing पसंद होता है. So अलग अलग adventures करोगे आप. Adventure, first of all, it helps you build risk assessment. Because जब adventure होता है, they are not like normal sports. There's not something I play normally. Adventure is a little extreme, and because of that आपका decision making ability है, टेकिंग क्विक डिसीजंस. सेकेंड है आपका रिस्क असेसमेंट है, वो बहुत ही अच्छा हो जाता है. सो रिमेंबर, व्हेन यू एंटर अ फेज लाइक एडवेंचर, you need to do such things that help you develop your decision making ability and your risk assessment. Apart from that, it also makes you confidence. Just try doing something different and you come out victorious. You start feeling confident. Next is your responsibility at home. Very simple. I spoke about college, school and all. First thing, everything starts from home. Start making your own bed. Start speaking to your parents and tell them, okay, this is what I'll do. Start helping them out. If they're letting you be a part of the finances and all, start doing that as well. Take care of your siblings. Attend family functions. Take responsibility of organizing family functions. The more you are rooted, the more you are closer to taking your responsibilities at home, you will be very good at प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, बिकॉज हमें पता है हर जगह पे, एंड लेट मी टेल यू, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग इज ओनली नॉट एट होम, बट दैट्स अ ईजियर वे बिकॉज द प्रॉब्लम्स आर familiar to you. That is the first step to problem solving. Of course, when you go out, when you do adventure, you do sports, you volunteer somewhere, problem solving goes to a higher stage, but it happens. So when you take responsibility at home, you will be doing problem solving as well. And the last one is reflection. Very important thing. I did everything that ma'am has told us, but have I done my reflection? Am I journaling? If I am journaling, let me write, आज मेरा दिन कैसा गया, how did I feel, where did I do good, where did I fail, what are the things I should improve, what is the thing I shouldn't have done. All this will help you do an introspection and understand your reflection. Now let's go to 1 year plan. Now for those who have a lot of time, 3 year plan is best. But for those who have very less time, who are in the second year of their college, are going to fill the form. They know that the SSB will be coming next year, after the written. It's for those people. Now here the objective shifts, okay? Because earlier I told you that we have these 7 phases in which you need to develop because you have a lot of time. But here, because of paucity of time, you need to do just two things: have your monthly targets and have your weekly routines. So let's speak about your weekly routines. But the most important thing for you to know here is आप आपकी personality reinvent नहीं कर रहे. You are polishing your existing personality to fit the military. If the military requires certain qualities from you, that is the OLQs, you are going to fit your personality into that. It is a polishing and little bit of a rewiring. This is not a complete overhaul of your personality, okay? Remember that. Now, when I talk about your weekly routine mein you should know you need to play a sport, because that is going to give you the ability, as I said, to take decisions, to understand risk analysis hoga, to be a leader, and to communicate. All these things will come under one package. So you need to play some sport, you need to be part of it. Second, you need to take initiatives either in colleges or at the house, at your office level, organizing things, because that will help you develop your qualities of communication, your qualities of organizing ability to influence the group. You need to do that. And third thing, what you have to do is read books, watch videos, read articles, know the current affairs, know about the situation around you. You must be situationally aware, you must be aware of what the military is doing. And I'll tell you, the most important part for a person who is at the graduate level is that they know that these people are the ones whose personalities have been made. May not be completely, yes they are moldable, yes they are trainable, but their personalities have been made. There is a sense of maturity. So that is the most important thing that is looked from a candidate who are preparing in the college time, who are in the college. So that obviously that's the 1 year that you have over here. And next comes the monthly targets. You must have targets, like I may be writing one article, I will read 3 to 4 books, then I will participate in leadership activity, I will do one volunteer activity. Because at the end of the day, everything should go back to those 7 phases, the 7 phases that we spoke about, but in a comprehensive manner, because everything will be put down to 1 year. And lastly, let me take you to the 6 months. Okay, now most important thing, to be very honest with you, 6 months is not enough for anyone to change your personality. 6 months में पर्सनैलिटी चेंज नहीं होती, बट आप आपकी पर्सनैलिटी की जो एक्सप्रेशन है, हाउ यू शो योर सेल्फ आउटसाइड, कैन बी ऑल्टर्ड. That can be done. And let me tell you, everything is the power of your subconscious mind. If your mind, you have trained your mind well, everything is possible. So all those who are at this phase of 6 months, please don't lose your heart. Okay, I just say, I have written it down over here that the person who has just 6 months should follow this. It is C3AS. C3, that means first you need to learn communication. You need to be good at your communication. Second, develop your confidence. जो भी आप में अभी पर्सनालिटी है, आपकी कॉन्फिडेंस डेवलप करने रखो. और छोटी छोटी एक्टिविटी जो मैंने पहले मेंशन की है वो आपको करनी है, ताकि आप आपका कॉन्फिडेंस डेवलप करें. एंड नंबर 3 इज़ कंसिस्टेंसी. As I keep telling aspirants, motivation comes and goes, everything comes and goes, but you need to be consistent. If you are consistent in this 6 months, then only you will be able to do. Why? Because every month you would have to do something or the other to prepare for your SSB. So if you're not consistent, again, there's of no use in, प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर एनीथिंग, बिकॉज अगर आपने जंप किया, आपके पास उतना टाइम भी नहीं है कि आप वापस जाके चीज़ें स्टार्ट करो. Then you talk about A, that is awareness, very important. I should be aware of myself, my society, my surrounding, the armed forces, the profession I want to go in, the job I am doing, the college I am studying in, the subjects I know. You should be aware. And lastly, the S is self analysis, or let's call it introspection. You must know your weaknesses, your strengths, your positive, negatives, your good habits, bad things, where you need to improve. हम कितने पानी में हमको होना चाहिए, हमको पता होना चाहिए. So this is, remember, C3AS: communication, confidence, consistency, and awareness, and self analysis, or let's call it introspection. Okay, now I'll tell you what is to be done in the 6 months. First month, as I self analysis, I must sit down and write my strength and weaknesses. Ask the same with my parents, my friends, my professors. Why? Because these are the people who know you. Those who are working, you may ask your colleagues as well. You need to write down, ये मेरी खूबियाँ हैं, ये मेरी खराबियाँ हैं. I need to work on my weaknesses. ये मेरे goals होने चाहिए to improve myself. Okay. Second month, you must concentrate on your communication. What do? Learn narration, learn storytelling, your GD, then your lecturate. You must start working on that. Third month, you work on your psychological tests. Practice your TAT, WAT, SRT, then your self description. Because here in the third month, when you'll keep practicing this, again, no memorized stories. When you keep practicing this, your thought process will change. You will understand that the stories you need to write, it's not something that you'll mug up. It is what your mindset should be working as a leader, as an effective military leader, when you see the picture. And fourth month, again, practice your GTO, your command task, half group task, GD, your military planning exercise, your lecturate. All these things you need to learn in your month 4. Month 5, dedicated completely for interview. Have somebody help you take an interview. You must be aware of all your education, your hobbies, your families, your goals. How a exact interview is taken, you must dedicate full 1 month to prepare for interview. And last 1 month, the 6th month, most important thing, no new material. Do not touch anything new. You need to be well versed with what you've done till date. If you start taking something new, you will get completely confused. In this month, you have to integrate everything. Do a mock SSB. If you want to join classes, you may, but remember, you must never take spoon-fed answers, because every personality is different. I am different, you guys are different. Each one of us is unique, and each one of us is assessed upon our uniqueness only. Remember that. SSB में आपके OLQs कॉमन है, बट आपको जब असेस किया जाता है, आपकी यूनिकनेस पे किया जाता है, और वहाँ से देखा जाता है आप कितने ट्रेनेबल हो. तो लास्ट मंथ में आपका फिटनेस हो गया, आपका स्लीप प्लान सही कीजिए, आपका टाइम मैनेजमेंट कीजिए, आपका स्ट्रेस कम करिए, और अगेन नो न्यू मटेरियल. ठीक है, दिस इज टिल the 6th month. Now I plan to continue, but my video has gone very long, so I think in the next video I will share exactly the last 2 parts which are left. First one is how to develop individual OLQ. If you can see, I have written it down here. You may not understand my handwriting, but I will explain it to you maybe in a short 5 minutes video, that as per individual OLQ, what all you must do to improve it. Okay, and the 5th one would be how to prepare as per your entry. NDA, CDS, AFCAT, Naval Technical Entries. Lastly, we'll speak about a little bit of common mistakes, and then I'll conclude. So please follow, subscribe if you find this video useful. Share it with everyone, because this was the most talked about video, and I hope it helps you all. And please do subscribe so that you can come and see my next video, which will be in continuation. Jai Hind.